shit. Oh, you brought the official.
Oh shit.
Y'all ready?
Yep.
So the reason why we're doing this is because they don't really know who Avatar Darko is as a person. What are the thoughts behind your music, your visuals, the way you dress, what you post, and even for me, like I've known you for about what 3 years now, but you're a very mysterious guy. You know, you're very stoic. You know,
Stoic.
You're very stoic. You kind of keep to yourself, more reserved. So yeah, I mean, let us know who is Avatar Darko. I think we connected like in 2016, right? 2016, 2015,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. It's been
Yeah.
like 3-4 years. And so I approached you, and I'm like, yo, I'm doing high music. Let's do it together. What did you think at that time? And you know, what made you kind of want to get down with high?
Shit, really, it was because I rocked with you. You know,
Okay.
I seen, like, I remember when I first met you, I think you seen one of my videos or something.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at my Twitter and fucking up the content here. and I remember looking at my Twitter and that shit was just going crazy with like hella retweets. And I was
Okay.
like, what the fuck? And then I looked at who retweeted it and it was you.
Okay.
And I remember seeing you on Twitter before, but I never knew who you were. I was just like, who's this Asian cat from Seattle? He's from Seattle, but he's from Asia too.
Yeah.
But damn, he's popping. You know, you got 1 million followers. Like, you know, I checked your music out. I was like, you know, you were singing and rapping, and I was like, oh, this is pretty dope. Like, okay, that's what's up. And then I seen like you retweeted my stuff, and then we were talking on DM or something. You were just like, man, I'm gonna be in town, pull up on me. So I'm thinking, all right, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Then we link up, and then you know.
Okay, so like, where were you born and how were you as a kid? Like, what did you enjoy doing as a kid? Like, what do you remember? Like, what did you want to be when you grow up?
So
as a kid?
I was born in the former USSR in a country called Estonia. My mom and her family were Russian, and my dad and his side of their family were Ukrainian.
Okay.
So we basically came to the US as refugees.
Oh, okay.
So we escaped, you know.
And what age were you?
I was a baby. I was only a few months old.
Okay.
So we but you couldn't just go to America from Russia. You had to go through a different country, otherwise you'd be like enemy of the state, and like they could throw you in jail if they found out you were trying to go to the U.S. So we went to Italy, and then you know we were gonna go to Israel, but then we decided to go to the U.S. because we had some relatives that was already in Seattle. So that's how we came to Seattle.
I mean, so as a kid, you know, growing up in Seattle, how did you get into rapping and hip hop?
I think by the time I was about, man, I was really young. Just out of nowhere being like, man, I got this new CD, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Eternal 9099 album.
Okay.
And it was like, listen to it. And he just gave me the CD, and that was the first album I ever got.
Okay.
And I was bumping that.
That's probably when you were in like 4th, 5th grade, right?
Man, I was young. I mean, I could have been younger. It might have even been younger.
Like 3rd.
I was young.
Yeah.
And then I just like fell in love with it. I remember just listening to it all day on my little boom. I had the old school boom box. It was a tape. It wasn't even a CD, obviously. It was like a cassette tape. And I just fell in love with rap right then. And around the same time, I had an older uncle. I remember finding one of his old Eazy-E albums.
Oh, okay.
So then I started listening to Eazy-E. So it was like Bone Thugs and Eazy-E was like the first rap I got introduced to, and that's like hardcore gangster rap. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like it wasn't like I got introduced to like the conscious hip hop side of rap first. Later on, like, you know, as I started getting more interested in rap, I started like, you know, finding out about Gangstar and like actual hip hop heads and being like, whoa, this is like an actual art form. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like the progression through my youth of just discovering all these different types of acts and artists, from hip hop and rap and just everything that the culture had, you know.
Okay. And so did your transition into street life, did that influence your music? Did your music change? Like when you were writing about what type of beats you were picking, did that change? Or?
Definitely. I think it definitely did, because I had something to talk about that was authentic. I was rapping about my life now. Okay. And it wasn't like I was rapping about what I was seeing around me. I was rapping about what I was doing. Yeah. I wasn't in the passenger seat riding and seeing what I was doing. I was in the driver's seat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So shit, when I was back home, I couldn't go to the corner store without a gun on me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I didn't feel safe. Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay. Like I said, I was getting in shootouts every week. Yeah. Like that shit's a fucked up life. That shit's not fun. Yeah, definitely. That shit was, I had PTSD since a young kid. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? And it wasn't cool. So I honestly want to touch people, and I want to show people that you can come from the bottom. You can come from not learning how to speak English at all, being in ESL, parents divorcing, you know, family on drugs, pops dying, going to jail, everything against you, being you know what I mean? I'm white, I'm Russian and Ukrainian, but at the end of the day, like I experienced how it felt to be, you know, not the typical, you know, like a minority, you know what I mean? Like being the only white guy in front of, in an all black neighborhood, you know, or you know, just like from all sides of the spectrum. So, you know what I mean? Like just my whole story, man, like everything I stand for, I feel like, you know,
it's going against the grain.
Going against the grain. And
the
I want to show people that as long as there's a glimpse of light in that window, you can grab that light and you can turn it into a full-fledged enlightenment. You feel me? Not even to get on no extra deep shit, but like, you feel me? I just got a lot of layers into me, a lot of complexities that I want to show and convey through my music, through my story. You know what I mean? Like, you might see me, you might think I'm just, you know, white boy with jewels on, diamonds on, dreads and tattoos and whatever. He's just another rapper. But ultimately, like, man, nah, I got something to say. I want to motivate people. I want to inspire people in a positive way. You feel me? Ultimately, that's my end goal. Like the money and shit, that shit can come with it. Whatever. I done made money. You know what I mean? Like,
this is kind of off topic, but it's because you just said like, yo, he's just some white boy. I get this sometimes as well. Just me being like an Asian doing hip hop, like hip hop and in this culture in general is you know, it comes from a black neighborhood. It's predominantly black. You know, the black and Latino started it. So do you ever get, you know, people that say you're a cultural vulture, like you're appropriating? Because I get that sometimes, but I feel.
I mean, I never like. I mean, I think people they can when they see me or they listen to me, the majority of people, they can. Authenticity translates.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless you're just a dumbass, there's always gonna be trolls and people on the internet and people that don't really understand you or misunderstand you, and that's, you know, that's not their fault too. That might be a lack of, you know, a lack of substance or closed-mindedness that they have, you know, or something that they need to, you know, they going through and they projecting it onto you. So I don't take that too serious, but ultimately, like, I got respect for where hip hop and music and the art form started from. Because it did come from the streets. Hip hop started in the Bronx. People, you know, were getting shot and drugs were getting sold on the same corner where they were breakdancing and spraying graffiti. So I got respect for where it came from. You know, a lot of rappers coming out now, they don't really care about hip hop. They care about, you know, just the whatever that shit that comes with it. So they don't really got respect for it. It's deeper than just what color skin you are. You know what I mean? Like. But and ultimately, like, shit, I'm an immigrant, bro. Like, I didn't speak English. It was not my first language. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm come from Russia where, you know, there's oppression in great form as well, you know? So it's like, I'm not just like, you know, and even if I was a white kid from, you know, from a rich neighborhood with a trust fund, you know, etc. Even then, if I had respect for hip hop, then, you know, I am who I am. So I'm just, all I know is how to be me. You know what I mean? So not everybody's gonna like you, not everybody's gonna love you, and I'm okay with that. But if somebody wastes or takes the time to even comment on you or say something about you, you won. You already affected them in a way where they're gonna take energy out of their force field and use it on something, whether it's positive or negative towards you. So you affected them already in some way or form. So, you know, man, as long as I could affect somebody, they don't gotta like me right away. Like, whatever it is, man. I'm rapping, I'm doing music, but it's deeper than just being a rapper or.
I feel like, you know, as long as you're true to yourself, you stay authentic, you respect the game respects you. That's how I feel.
Period. Yeah, man. I'm just working.
Alright, cool.
Constantly playing this shit.
And then shout out your fans one time.
Shout out to the fans all over the world.
Hey, hold on. Shout out your fans in Russian one time in Russian.
Здоровья все, кто меня смотрит и поддерживает в России, везде в мире. Люблю тебя, спасибо за все.
До свидания.
До свидания.
What does that mean?
До свидания means like bye. So
oh, okay, that's perfect. До свидания.
Yeah.
Peace. Higher music. We out here. Good shit, bro.
We was down bad, now the flex so strong. And the foreign whip seats, where the memory phone.